Hello students, in today's lecture we'll discuss about the actual indicator diagram of diesel engines. We have already discussed it in your previous lecture, but again I am taking it because in our previous lecture we have not explained I have not explained over the PV diagram. So simply I have drawn and I have explained there. So now again we will explain in short. Now see, this is the actual indicator diagram of diesel engines. Mean it is indicating the how pressure and volume variation is occur while performing the all processes to complete the cycle. Now here the process 5 to 1, here 5 to 1 process is showing here. Here we have shown the process 5 to 1. We have shown the process 5 to 1. Mm, Here we have shown, see this process we have shown over here. So this is the suction process, this is the suction process, and in this suction process in theoretical PV diagram we have seen this suction process is carried out at constant pressure, at constant atmospheric pressure. But in actually we cannot maintain the atmospheric pressure, as there is a restriction is occurring to flow the inlet charge to the inside of the cylinder, because inlet valve will provide some restriction to the flow of inlet valve. That's why there will be the negative pressure will be generated inside the engine cylinder. Now again in the suction process the inlet valve will open slightly before the top dead center, slightly before the top dead center, and again it will close slightly after the bottom dead center. And this is required to get the better performance of the engine. So for getting the better performance of engine we are increasing the time to remains open the inlet valve. Now after that this process 1 to 2 it's indicating the compression, as the piston is moving from bottom dead center to the top dead center, and it will compress the air, it will compress the air, it will compress the air. So now it is compressing the air, and due to the compression the pressure will get increased, so pressure will get increased, so we'll get the higher pressure. At the same time there will be the temperature will also increase, so here temperature also will get increased. So now before the top dead center we are injecting the fuel at constant pressure, we are injecting the fuel. So fuel valve we are opening slightly before the top dead center, and this injection of fuel will be occur at constant pressure. So this 2 to 3 process is indicating the constant pressure fuel injection process is there. At the same time simultaneous burning of fuel will be occur, and heat will get generated, and there will be the addition of heat will occur at constant pressure. Due to the addition of heat there will be the gases will be generated, and that gas will act the pressure on the piston, and we will get the expansion and power stroke, expansion stroke and power stroke indicated by process 3 to 4. So this is 3 to 4 is indicating the expansion process, and at the end of the expansion process piston is at bottom dead center, so exhaust valve will open slightly before the BDC, slightly before the BDC, and then heat rejection will be occur. So here when exhaust valve is opening, at the instantly there will be the heat rejection at constant volume is occurred. After that the exhaust gases, byproduct of combustion gases, whatever the gases byproduct of combustion is there, uh, that will escape from the cylinder to the atmosphere, as piston is moving from bottom dead center to the top dead center. Again pressure inside the cylinder is higher than the surrounding pressure, so we have to escape the gases from cylinder to the atmosphere, but there will be the restriction for the flow of combustion gases to the atmosphere will be occur, and due to that positive loop will get created inside the cylinder. So this positive loop is indicating the exhaust process. So this is integrated by 1 to 5. So this is the actual indicator diagram for diesel engine. And here, so this positive loop, process 5 to 1 is the suction process, and then 1 to 2 is the compression process, 2 to 3 is the constant pressure heat addition process, and 3 to 4 is the expansion process, and 4 to this one slide, it is a heat rejection at constant volume process, and 4 to 5 it is the exhaust process. So this is the exhaust process. So this is the actual indicator diagram for diesel engine. Now here we have discussed about the opening of the valve. Now see, in actually while performing the engine, the opening and closing of the valve will be modified. So why we are modifying? For getting the better performance of the engine, for getting the better performance of the engine. So for getting the better performance of engine, so what we have to do, we have to modify the opening of the valve, we have to modify the firing, we have to modify the firing, and the representation of opening and closing of the inlet valve, exhaust valve, and the firing order, we are representing in terms of angular movement of the crankshaft. We are representing this, as I am saying that if in the suction process I am opening the inlet valve. So what moment we are opening, at what moment we are opening, that moment we have to specify. So whatever the representation we are missing, so we can represent the opening of the inlet valve. So I can represent this opening of the inlet valve with reference to top dead center, at what crank angle, at what angular at what angle the inlet valve will be open with respect to top dead center. So that representation of opening of inlet and exhaust valve with reference to crank angular movement of crank, and similarly again the firing order, whatever the representation we are doing of inlet valve opening, exhaust valve opening, inlet valve closing, exhaust valve closing, firing order, that representation we are calling as the valve timing diagram. So that is the valve timing diagram. So these are the valve timing diagram. So here you are viewing the valve timing diagram for 4-stroke petrol engine, and this all the opening and closing of the inlet valve we are representing in terms of angular movement of the crank, So here, so this is the theoretical valve timing diagram for petrol engine, and this is the actual valve timing diagram for the petrol engine. So here, when we have discussed the working of the petrol engine, we have already started with the suction process, then compression process, then heat addition process, expansion process, and exhaust process. So when suction process is started, at that time the piston is at top dead center, so this is the TDC. And we have discussed that when piston has TDC, inlet valve will open instantly. So this inlet valve is opening instantly, and then piston is moving from TDC to BDC. So it is moving from this TDC to BDC. So pistons will move from TDC to BDC, and inlet valve will get open instantly. And due to the movement of piston from TDC to BDC, suction process will get occur. So there will be the suction process will occur. So this is the suction process. And during that suction process, we can see that the angular distance covered by the piston is covered by the crank is the 180 degree. So this is 180 degree, 180 degree. So this through 180 degree and this crank will move. Now at the bottom dead center, inlet valve will get closed. So here inlet valve will get closed. So this is the theoretical um, valve timing diagram we are seeing. After that the piston will start moving from again BDC to TDC, because at this point, at this moment, it will reverse its direction and it will again start moving from BDC to TDC, and due to the movement of the piston there will be the compression of gases will be occur. Now at the end of the compression, when piston is at top dead center, we are firing means we are igniting the fuel with the help of spark plug. And here heat addition will be take place, and after that there will be the expansion process will be occur. And piston will come from TDC to BDC, top dead center to bottom dead center. And when piston will come at bottom dead center, exhaust valve will get open instantly. There will be the expansion valve will open, and after opening of the expansion valve, there will be the byproduct of combustion will get escape from cylinder to the atmosphere, and cycle will get completed. But now there is a restriction is there for opening and closing of the valve. So inlet valve cannot open and close instantly, and uh, theoretical in actually the opening we are modifying the opening and closing of the valve. We are opening and closing of the valve. We are opening of the inlet valve, closing of the inlet valve, opening of the exhaust valve, closing of the exhaust valve, and we are representing that in terms of angular movement of the crank, and that representation we are calling at the valve timing diagram. So in reality, the inlet valve will not open at exactly at the top dead center. It will not open at exactly at the top dead center, means it will not open here. So it is opening slightly before the top dead center. So inlet valve will open 20 degree before the top dead center. It is opening 20 degree before the top dead center. So this is the point at which the inlet valve will get open, and after that there will be the suction process will be occur. So we are doing this, modifying this opening and closing of the inlet valve for getting the more charge come inside the cylinder, so that we can we get the better performance of the engine. That's why we are increasing the remaining we are increasing the time to remain open the inlet valve. So inlet valve will open 20 degree before the top dead center, and then piston will be move from top dead center to the bottom dead center, and due to that moment suction will be created inside the cylinder, and charge will be moved from intake system to the cylinder. So inlet valve will not close exactly at BDC, it will close after BDC nearly 30 to 40 degree after TDC. So here the inlet valve is closing after the 30 to 40 degree from the TDC. So inlet valve will close. So after that there will be the compression process will be occur. So this is the expansion process, and then compression process will be occur. So this is the compression process. So from here there will be the compression of inlet valve will close and exhaust valve remains closed. So after that there will be the compression process will be occur, and just before reaching the top dead center, the spark ignition will be occur, means that is the 30 degree before the top dead center we are creating the spark with the help of spark plug, and due to that ignition will be occur. Due to that ignition will be occur, and from here there will be the heat addition will be occur inside the combustion chamber, and due to that, due to the pressure exerted by the combustion gases, there will be the expansion process will be occur, and due to expansion piston will move from top dead center to the bottom dead center. Then again, for getting the better performance, we have to expel the byproduct of combustion from cylinder to the atmosphere. If you are not expelling the byproduct of combustion to the cylinder, from the cylinder to the atmosphere, it will mix to the next cycle fresh charge, and there will be the composition of fresh charge will be altered. So that we have to expel a maximum amount of byproduct of gases from cylinder to the atmosphere. So for that purpose we are opening the exhaust valve not at the bottom dead center but before the bottom dead center, that is 30 to 40 degree before the bottom dead center. So due to that this exhaust valve will open just before the 30 to 40 degrees before the bottom dead center, and after that heat rejection will be occur, and heat rejection will be occur exactly when the exhaust valve will open at constant volume, and then exhaust process will be started from then because of the movement of piston from bottom dead center to the top dead center, and it will expel the byproduct of combustion from cylinder to the atmosphere. And then when the piston is reaching at the top dead center, we are not closing the exhaust valve, we are closing the exhaust valve exactly after the 10 degree after top dead center. So this is the valve timing diagram for petrol engine. So here what we are doing, we are modifying the opening and closing of the inlet valve, opening and closing of the exhaust valve, and firing order, so that we can get the better performance of the engine. We can get the better performance of the engine. So better performance of the engine. So thank you, student. We will take the valve timing diagram for 4-stroke diesel engine in next lecture.